Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
M.Reck TV.
MRecktv breaking news.
Ransomware hackers demand $70 million in Bitcoin, claim massive U.S. attack as Skin Mask investigates possible Russian involvement. A group of Russian-speaking hackers have claimed responsibility for a massive ransomware attack over the holiday weekend that hit 200 U.S. firms and hundreds more worldwide, with the group demanding $70 million in Bitcoin to restore the company's data in the latest debilitating cyber attack to hit the U.S. this year. This just in. Those affected included a school in New Zealand and Swedish grocery chain Co-op, as well as two major Dutch IT firms. Meanwhile, the hackers suspected to be behind the mass extortion attack late on Sunday demanded $70 million to restore the data they are holding ransom, according to a posting on a dark website. The hackers reportedly later lowered their demands, asking for $50 million rather than the original $70 million. The group said, "We launched an attack on MSP providers. More than 1 million systems were infected. If anyone wants to negotiate about Universal Decryptor, our price is $70,000,000 in BTC and we will publish publicly Decryptor." The demand was posted on a blog typically used by the REvil cybercrime gang, a group with links to Russia that is considered to be among the cybercriminal world's most prolific extortionists. The structure of the gang makes it occasionally difficult to determine who speaks on the hackers' behalf. However, Alan Liska of cybersecurity firm Recorded Future told Reuters the message, almost certainly, came from REvil's core leadership. The attack, which happened on Friday, was among the most dramatic hacks ever seen, among a series of increasingly attention-grabbing moves from cyber hackers. Key facts. The ransom was posted on Sunday on a blog ordinarily used by REvil, a major Russian-speaking ransomware group who recently extorted $11 million from the world's largest meat processor, JBS, after wiping out 1/5 of U.S. beef production. The group claimed responsibility for a ransomware attack, whereby hackers encrypt a user's data and demand money for the key needed to decrypt it, executed Friday, which it says has affected more than 1 million computer systems. The hack has affected at least 200 U.S. companies and shuttered hundreds of Swedish supermarkets over the weekend after the hackers breached Kaseya, a Miami-based IT firm, and used that access to break into its client systems. President Skin Mask, facing growing pressure to deal with escalating cyber attacks, directed intelligence agencies to investigate the attack on Saturday. Biden said officials are not certain who is responsible and are not sure whether the Russian government is involved or not. In their first face-to-face meeting in June, Biden warned Russian President Vladimir Putin against attacking U.S. infrastructure and vowed to retaliate against any future hacks. Key background. The U.S. has been subject to a string of severe cyber attacks in recent years, many pinned on groups believed to be based in Russia or have ties to its government. The FBI blamed REvil, the group claiming responsibility for this latest attack, for an attack wiping out 20% of the country's beef-producing capacity. DarkSide, another hacker collective believed to have Russian links, attacked Colonial Pipeline in May, prompting gas shortages as the key East Coast pipeline went offline for several days. The government was able to recover the majority, $2.3 million of $4.4 million of the ransom paid for the hack. A severe security breach in SolarWinds Orion, an IT management platform, left government agencies, tech companies and cybersecurity companies vulnerable to Russian hackers earlier this year. What to watch for? Paying hackers ransom demands is controversial. It can sometimes be the fastest and most cost-effective way to recover your data, but many officials, including the FBI, have long maintained it encourages more crime, and not all those paying a ransom actually receive a key to decrypt their data. The disruption spilled into the public domain when Swedish Coop grocery store chain was forced to close hundreds of stores on Saturday, when its cash registers had been knocked offline as a consequence of the attack. Those hit included schools, small public sector bodies, travel and leisure organizations, as well as credit unions and accountants. However, Alan Liska believed the hackers may have bitten off more than they could chew by scrambling the data of hundreds of companies at a time. The huge $70 million demand was an effort to make the best of an awkward situation, he said. The Federal Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency said in a statement late Friday that it is closely monitoring the situation and working with the FBI to collect more information about its impact. CISA urged anyone who might be affected to follow CASIA's guidance to shut down VSA servers immediately. CASIA runs what's called a Virtual System Administrator, or VSA, that's used to remotely manage and monitor a customer's network. Biden last month said he had given Putin a list of 16 American entities that are off-limits. Speaking with reporters, he said, "I talked about the proposition that certain critical infrastructure should be off-limits to attack, period, by cyber or any other means. I gave them a list, 16 specific entities, 16 defined as critical infrastructure under U.S. policy, from the energy sector to our water systems." That came following 2 cyber attacks on Colonial Pipeline and meat processor JBS Holdings. Both companies reportedly paid millions of dollars in ransoms to regain access to their systems. Active since April 2019, the group known as REvil provides ransomware as a service. That means it develops network paralyzing software and leases it out to those who infect targets and earn the lion's share of ransoms. REvil is among ransomware gangs that steal data from targets before activating the ransomware, strengthening their extortion efforts. The average ransom payment to the group was about $500,000 last year, said the Palo Alto network cybersecurity firm in a recent report.
MRecktv breaking news.
No, you're the plug and such. You a joke's bound to happen if you slipping or you lacking. I'm gripping on the matching, ready for the action. Shots to make you break dance and have you do a backspin. I got more kicks than karate flicks. My whole team pushing Maserati whips. You on IG liking thotty pics. Shorty pocket broke but her body fixed. Peace world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktV, youtube.com/MRecktV. I'm gone. M.Reck TV. It's got a new